Hey, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Schoolboy here with another video, and today we're going to be discussing Belle Collective. But before we go ahead and get into Belle Collective, make sure you catch up in this upcoming week on Hotline Bling chat room. This is a virtual talk show discussing reality TV, hot topics, fashion, everything. We touch on everything. It's Shayla Set, myself, Chase, and Chef Don Don. This is a The Chef Don Don Productions. I am executive producing this show along with Chef Don Don. It does premiere every Friday on his channel at 9:15 Central Standard Time, 10:15 Eastern. This is after Belle Collective. So make sure that you go over to Chef Don Don's channel and you check out his YouTube channel. You subscribe to his channel, you like, and you hit the notification bell button, and then catch up on the previous videos. Episode 1 and 2 are already up. We did take a hiatus for the holiday. So this week there was no episode. So if you would make sure y'all go back over there to catch up on the episodes. Okay, if you have not. And just a breeze quick of housekeeping. If you're new here, this is my name is Schoolboy. And over here we are the scholars, and we take a logical and educated look at these reality TV shows. We break them down in layman's terms, and we give you a real life perspective, because a lot of this stuff ain't real life. It's for play. And so we joke, we gag, we giggle, we talk a little ish at the same time, but we get to the nitty gritty over here. So if this is your first time, make sure that you if this is your first time here to the channel, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell button so that you get anytime that I drop a video on the channel. Okay? And if you would like to, if you see scrolling down on the bottom of your screen, if you'd like to follow me on any of my pieces of social media, which is Twitter at school_boy, which I spend like 99.9% of the time over there on Twitter. And or if you would like to follow me on Instagram, I'm over there too, but I'm always getting shadow banned over there. But I'm over there. And or if you would like to donate to the channel, the Cash App and the Venmo is scrolling underneath the screen. Cash App is $schoolboy86 and Venmo is at schoolboy1986. And my link tree is inside the description box. So it is the holiday season. If you would like to purchase anything off my Amazon wish list, you can do that as well. And or if you have any topics that you would like for me to speak on, you can always email me at schoolboyscholars@gmail.com. We also want to let you know, if you have a Black-owned business and you would like to promote your business on my upcoming reality TV show, web reality TV dating series, School of Love, or Hotline Bling chat room, which is currently filming now, you can go ahead and email us at admin@tcddproductions.com, and we will go ahead and get all of that information out to you. And just remember, everything that I speak about on this channel is always alleged, and it is in my opinion. So if you don't like it, oh well, you'll be all right. I don't think you will lose any sleep, and I think you will be quite okay. So let's get into the episode. So it's season 4, episode 3, Nobel Peace Prize. So we pick up last week where we left off with Latrice and Lateshia at the table talking, and Latrice basically calls out Lateshia for not being a friend and not approaching the brunch speaking issue better, in which I do agree. Like, it could have been handled much better, but again, I'm not expecting too much from Lateshia in regards to this, because I feel like Lateshia is only checking Latrice this hard due to the battery that was placed in her back with Marie, and Marie and Latrice have this undying beef that has been going on forever since season 1 over that damn Goddess Link's hair, which I still believe at the end of the day, whoever her stylist was who tried to make that wig stole the good hair and gave her that synthetic mess that she had. Lateshia says she doesn't go on YouTube looking for interviews or what people say, but she's always looking for people's tweets, and quick to run and she's always looking for people's tweets because she's always on Twitter responding to certain people about certain stuff. So ma'am, I highly doubt that you don't go on YouTube and you don't go on Twitter or you don't go looking for certain things. BS. All reality TV people tend to go look for something, especially if you're trending, especially if the show is trending. Y'all go and look for it because you want to know. You actually want to know what people are saying about you. So it's kind of stupid to say that, nah, you don't go looking for nothing, because everybody does. Like, calm down. Stop lying. But yet, what killed me was that you was quick to run with the information that Essie brought you, but you don't care about what people say. Lateshia lies. Lateshia only cares about what Marie thinks, in my opinion. I'm starting to think she's bumping coochies with Marie, and she's bumping coochies with Marie like Marie is bumping her with Essie. I just feel like it's too much. It's too much, sitting up here trying to act like you're above certain things. You're trying to hold this one and that one accountable, but then, it's all about, for me, like I said, appeasing Marie and what Marie wants. And Marie, I need you to get a damn storyline and fix your nose. And then also, I also need Essie to figure out whether she want to be on the show or just be, Marie's side piece and sidekick to co-sign her BS when she brings it to Lateshia. Lateshia, I need you to actually find out a career path that you're actually on, because I'm confused as to what you do. 1 minute you're motivational speaking, next minute you are author, next minute you a real estate broker, which I've never known that you'd even have a real estate broking license to be able to usher any type of deal between a contractor and Marie's businesses. It's just confusing as of what you do, ma'am. I just feel like you throwing whatever to make it stick because you on reality TV, and that's how it's coming across to me. And I've had too many people that follow me have said that they live not too far from Jackson, Mississippi, and never heard of you or any of these other women besides Latrice. So that lets me know y'all trying to build this show up to be a reject version of Housewives, because that's what Carlos King is trying to build his empire around there after. And I swear, I'm still waiting for Onacon. I'm waiting for y'all to come up with Onacon, because I already know at some point, since Carlos loves Andy Cohen, I just feel like he's gonna eventually mimic that with some type of version for OWN. I'm just waiting on that. So, anyways, this holding Latrice accountable is stupid, because you don't hold Sophia and you don't hold Maria accountable when they're wrong. So as if Latrice has a different standard is really blowing me. I'm actually over this conversation, and I'm over this back and forth between the two, to be real. Bottom line, Lateshia can lie and do snake shit and want to hold everyone accountable, but can't hold the man she's married to accountable, or even herself for that matter. But yet, you want to hold Latrice and everybody else accountable. I mean, you need to get your household cleaned up and get it together and figure out what you're doing over there with Little Boozy, because it's exhausting. And I feel like you're playing with your marriage for a storyline. And I don't believe things are even half as bad as the way you're trying to make them seem between you and Glendale. But you want to do this and you want to play for the camera. So let's play then, if that's what you want to do. So Latrice apologized, and I wouldn't have apologized to the heifer for nothing, because at the end of the day, she doesn't want to apologize for her point in time, and she don't want to apologize for nothing that she's doing. So why apologize to her? I wouldn't give a 2 F's, and that's real talk. So Lateshia has we zoom on down to later on, I guess, in day. I don't know how this elapsed in this time, because this editing is horrible. Lateshia has Sophia's daughter Deese allegedly working for her, and I'm just like, for this hole in the wall business that nothing is ever going on in it. So I don't understand how you need all of these employees. But go off, sis. Lateshia has Sophia's daughter Dee working for her at this fake office, and it's funny. It's just funny to me. Then Misha Ray, who used to be, I guess, sitting at her front desk, is now supposed to be her mentee, whatever, to help her plan this book event. And I'm just like, girl, again, Lateshia couldn't empower me out of a paper bag, so she definitely can't do nothing for me in no book. I'm gonna just be honest. This event is going to be probably just as tacky as her brunches, but hey. And they have a date night, and she says she wants to have some kind of date night vibe with the book. But yet you're talking about a book called Side Pieces is Winning, which is weird because how could a date night side pieces get dates too? So I mean, again, it's all stupid. It None of this correlates to what she's talking about. It sounds dumb. And again, I wouldn't take any advice from Lateshia, but for y'all that have read the book, let me know what you thought of the book. I ain't reading it, so don't ask. And in case you don't know, ask Lil Boozy because he always taking girls on side dates. You should know. Shouldn't you feel like the side piece? I'm just asking. You always almost uh, a wife slash stepmama. So I mean, I guess your whole situation is Jack. So Akeisha and Tamber meet up to talk things out. Akeisha needs to just go ahead and admit, in my eyes, that you got played by Lateshia, snake ass. And really, in all honesty, that's all it is. You got played by Lateshia. You believed Lateshia and Maria them was telling you the truth. Meanwhile, it was all a lie. And Tamber was telling the truth, but you didn't want to hear Tamber. Even though you have a long-standing relationship with Tamber, that wasn't important to you at the time. You were so busy trying to be accepted by wide back Lateshia and Michael Jackson knows Marie, that you was willing to go on with the lie. And they made it seem like Tamber was the issue when, Lateshia again orchestrated it all because you threw shade at them tacky ass brunches that she got and about how them plates was dirty. Then you stepped in, and since she couldn't do nothing with Ferris Street because she didn't have the funds or the backing or the influence to be able to do anything, you came in and took that over. So really what that was that she was mad that you was outdoing her. And so in her jealous way, this was a way to get back at you to try to ice you out the group before you really even got in the group. This is, again, my opinion. Akeisha says you shouldn't let them lie on her, but it's like, girl, she told you plenty of times. And if you knew her in real life outside of this show and y'all have grown up together, y'all went to high school together, then you should have known the girl was coming at you with something that was totally genuine. It was not anything that was a farce. I felt like Akeisha believed what she wanted to believe because it was a group of them up here saying that this is what was going on when the whole group was up here lying. So, I mean, it's crazy. And when the girl kept saying that they were lying, you didn't want to believe her. So how much more did the girl really need to say to you to keep proving this to you, which I found uber weird and really ridiculous. Akeisha said, she is still skeptical, but it's like, girl, I'm just like, Akeisha, to be as smart as you are, you really being dumb in this scenario, in my opinion. Tamara said, like, girl, come on. Like, at this point, I just went ahead and let them have it. And if you wanted to believe it, you could have believed it. Akeisha does say she knows Lateshia has talked mess about her, and she's leaning towards Tamara more. And it's like, you just don't want to admit that you was wrong and that you should have really talked this out with Tamara last season, and you didn't. So Akeisha suspects Tamara is pregnant, and Tamara just kind of like laughed it off. She didn't really admit it or not admit it. She was just kind of like, you know how Tamara be doing that weird goofy laugh that she give, and she does it all the time. So Tamara tells her cousins that she's pregnant via gift boxes with baby onesies, and they ask her if her parents know, and she says yes. And then they ask, like, do the Bells know the group? And she was like, well, she doesn't know who to really tell, so now ain't nobody in the group really know. And one of the cousins basically says, well, we can invite the ones that we like, right, to the gender reveal. And Tamara says, I'll let you know which ones you can invite. Hey, y'all ain't coming up in here busting up my piece. And I was like, girl, I understand, because there's some people that I would tell you off top not to invite. We breeze on down to Oral, who is at lunch with JJ and Sophia at this restaurant. And it's just like, I'm so sick of this fake. They are really faking. And Carlos King ought to be ashamed of himself for coming with us with these fake storylines with this show, because I'm at to this point where at this scene, this is when I just went ahead and fast forwarded to it because it's pathetic. I didn't want to hear it. It was just as bad. The acting this week was just as bad as the acting last week, and it's horrible. This is worse than Tubi acting right about now. Okay, I've seen better acting in Tyler Perry plays. Okay, this was horrible. And next year, don't bring Sophia back if she ain't got no storyline that don't involve her daughter and JJ's kids getting into it, or her and Selena. Because at this point, we can see without them, she has nothing going on. We ease on down to Tambra and Damon. They're having a CPR class to prepare for the baby. Tambra tells him that she told her cousins about her being pregnant. And he says, well, that's unfair. You can tell your family, but I can't tell mine. And he says, it's not just about her family. This child is going to have a village between both families, and everybody should be able to be a part of it. It shouldn't be just your family exclusively or my family exclusively. It should be everybody, and which I totally agree, because I feel like any man with their first child, they gonna tell some damn body. And I felt like Tambra was just so selfish in that moment in regards to that, in my feeling, and that's just me. I felt like the secrecy was all ridiculous. I get it. Sometimes women do want to make it through the first trimester, more into the second one before they say anything. But then at the same time, it's like, girl, you trying to hold this man in the chokehold not to say nothing, and you out here running your mouth to everybody that you know. Let that man say something about his baby. Hell, it ain't gonna do no. It's not gonna hurt. So we get down finally to Letitia's book party, and Misha Ray is up there setting everything up. Glenn calls Misha Ray and was like, I got a surprise for my wife. And it's probably a little boozy up here with these tired ass raps that, sir, and this fake jewelry that you got on. Like, I'm so sick of you. Please either work on a tugboat or get out of my face. I'm sick of you and Letitia playing with y'all marriage for a storyline. Is absolutely pathetic. Okay. Cliff leans over to ask Latrice about Lateshia book and what it's about, and Latrice repeated the title 3 times. Why side pieces are winning, and Cliff kind of just looks over and he says, he was like, Cliff was like, huh? Why side pieces are winning, and I was just like, this is crazy. So I was like, I'm kind of like with Cliff, like really. Um, and Latrice was like, in her case, side piece, she might be losing, and I was like, ooh, you right on that though. You right on that. The shade was so petty, and Cliff was just laughing. And I mean, it just kind of hit right. But you know, the Rogers are always going to give you a little bit of shade. So Glenn comes in with Latrice, and he has this pet squirrel, white squirrel on. I don't know where they got this exclusive squirrel from. From it must be from the Broke Pimp collection that he came in with. And Latrice is giving his this introduction speech, and here comes Marie and her Michael Jackson nose and her plus one and her lover and her secretary Essie. Letitia starts talking again and introduces a poet, and I muted it at this point because I just didn't want to hear this damn poem. She talks about her book, and she's walking to this easel where she has this poster for her book, and I see how tacky she's dressed. And the one thing I can't stand about Letitia, the way she's dressed, she dresses cheap and it looks very tacky. None of the stuff ever fits her very well at all. It never looks like it goes together. It's very cheaply and thrown together, just like the cheap ass wigs that she likes to wear. It's never flattering, and neither is the clothing. And I really wish that she would get somebody that could really help style her, because the way she dresses is atrocious. It looks like she just purchases everything from DD's Fashions or City Trends, or maybe even a little bit of Rainbow. As she's reading this excerpt out of the book, everyone is looking at her like, huh? And I'm just like, so she's talking about her lack of sex life and her lack of attention. And to be honest, I was like, girl, You still with this ninja, and so I'm coming to feel like that either you're complacent with this or you truly have a lot of low self-esteem that you will continue to keep putting up with this even after you've indicated this that it was so terrible in this book and it don't look like it and got no better, or you guys are just continuing to play with this storyline for a storyline for the sake of having it on this show, because that's where I'm totally convinced that, because I don't believe, and I would love to know. You need to be following up with a second book saying how the hell you fixed this sorry ass marriage, because I would love to know how you fixed it when you're still hollering at him talking about we need to have date night and don't be pulling up on me. It just, it's not cohesive and it doesn't make sense. So Lateshia had little Boozy come and say some words, and Maria's in the back, like, yeah, say some words. And again, I'm like, where is your man? And I'm like, oh, my bad. Your man is next to you. That's Essie. Uh, and Lil Boozy throws shade as well. And it's like, I hope everyone is here with who they chose to be here with tonight. And he says Marie name. And I'm like, clock it. Because we all feel like, I don't care what nobody say, that relationship got way too much codependency for me. And I don't know any man that would want to be with a woman that where your friend is that codependent on you and you are that codependent on your friend that we cannot spend any time together. It's a little too much for me. Everyone's laughing and she tells her bed is warm at night and his is cold. And I'm like, warm with who? Essie? Oh, okay. Cause y'all still giving y'all pumping kitties, but I'll let that go. And in Marie's confessional, I noticed that she has either a bad nose job, but then some people had told me that she stated in the interview is due to the lupus that she's losing a lot of cartilage in her nose. I don't know 100% how much I believe all of that. I do believe that Marie has had some cosmetic surgery, especially a BBL and especially a nose job, which probably did not help with her losing the cartilage due to lupus, because it probably made it worse, because I can see like the nostrils are starting to concave in on each side. So it's looking bad. Lil Boozy's talking about he's with the woman that he wants, and then he's about to start rapping and thank you Jesus the episode ended. So that was really all that happened on Belle Collective today on that episode. It's still not giving much. I mean, hell, it's giving about the same amount as Real Housewives of Potomac. But I reviewed it for y'all, and that's pretty much what I got. If you would like to still follow me on social media, make sure y'all follow me at the social media scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you would like to donate to the Cash App or the Venmo while you're watching the replay, feel free to go ahead and do that. I greatly appreciate it. It is the holiday season. And it is Black Friday weekend. So if you out there spending a little money, buying a little bit of gifts, you can always gift me with a little something too. I appreciate it. Or you can go ahead and give me a free gift by liking the video so that it can push it through the algorithm. I appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all have a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend. Thanksgiving was this past week, and I know everybody had an awesome time. So shout out to y'all. I'll see y'all next time, scholars. And again, have a wonderful day.